test. Okay, test. Yep. Okay, let's get going. I'll post the link. And then we can go. I didn't have requests now. Let's start with the indices again, since there's been some changes with the Fed cuts, I guess. Not too much of anything unexpected, except the pump today is quite large. So previously what we had in mind was that we had a potential A, B done, and then we were looking for a move up and back down. This should be up a bit higher, I think, somewhere here. But again, we were looking for last time the wave 4. We got a bit, I think these have shifted, that's why they are so out of place. Let me get these moved up. Now they are closer. But yeah, we had the 3 looking for that wave 4, and now yesterday we had this scam dump and pump again with the Fed pivot, oh not pivot but rate cuts, and had this as a possibility. Now we have taken the all-time highs, which again can cause some down movement now, because again we have taken all-time highs, and that generally is again a place of unknown. We have not tested that before. There's for sure people taking profits up in here, which results in price moving down a bit. And this was the idea, that we'd be looking for that wave 4, 5 and then down. At the moment I'm not going to be shorting this. One area of potential move is this 1-to-1. We almost had that, but not quite. So there might be one more high before we come down. Of course it could be just going up more, but I am expecting, let's get rid of these, expecting a 3-way structure coming down into a wave 2 of some sorts. I think this area here would be most common, the top of a wave 1. However, here on indices, it's much more common to see very short retracement, something like this, into a 50 percentile, taking some kind of liquidity level or something there, and then keeping up with the pump. The issue with that is the risk to ratio that it's going to be giving us, and we have to know that again, what we are looking for that trade if we want to take part in that, because this already allows this whole structure to be finished. This here, let's see, okay, actually we have not, okay, everything shifted. Is it just because again we had the contract shift? Okay, we did, okay, yeah, so that's why everything shifted around. Okay, so we did not tag the 0.618 yet, but once we do, again, is much more probable that the it's a potential C wave already finished, this one here. So instead of a wave 1 of C, it has more merit that the C wave is done to create a structure like this. And at that point, again, it's not really that great anymore, the setup. I'm probably going to be still taking that somewhere around here if we see some areas of interest. Let's see, what do we have? Anything here? Nothing here in volume. I mean, there is a 618 with volume here. So maybe a scalp of this kind, but that would require again us to come back down in 3 waves into this area, even potentially with divergences in the last leg here with this. So again, quite a few things to look out for if we want to take part in that. But again, for that to happen, I'll just set an alert here somewhere, so we can take a look at that once, and if that happens. NASDAQ is not close to all-time highs like ES did. So let's take a look at that. It's probably be a bit different. Let's move these over. Again, NASDAQ hasn't been as bullish as ES was, but again we have the exact same structures everywhere. So again, B was done, this 1 2 3 4 5, we were looking for that last leg up. We have now gotten that, and now we'd be looking for a structure coming down. Again, this area here that we have is a support resistance area. We can see previous hits multiple times on this area. Does it have to reject here? No. But again, it has good potential of doing that. If we pivot down here before taking out the highs, I don't think this is a wave C complete here. I do like the idea still that this would be a wave 1 of C, and then we'd be doing more something like this overall. So a 1 2 3 4 and 5, and we'd be getting a bit better structure, better looking structure overall when we'd be comparing it to this one here. It's the wrong color. There we go. So yeah, check out what areas would be interesting for here. I'm going to run into this resistance, most likely going to be rejecting here. Okay, what we have here is a 618. If this is the pivot, coming back down into 618 with a POC, that is an insta long. I'm going to be adding that here. Probably going to do a scalp here, like very tight stop loss somewhere in here, and targeting like, well, this is really good risk reward ratios, because again this is very nice. Also what we have coming up is the yearly VWAP, but there is support before that as well, so it might be a good idea to move the entry a bit higher. Setting alerts a couple places just to make sure we catch that. And Dow, there's not as good looking. We still have the divergence, as you can see here on RSI, double divergence. So this one and this one. So we might be coming down. Same as for ES, all-time highs. Looks really nice overall. I just don't like the structure as much, because again, this was the 1 2 on ES, and this here would be the 3 4 and 5. It's not the best structure wise. So if I had to play someone, ES and NASDAQ would be the ones. Russell here is in the middle of nowhere. Had a really big rejection here. Let's see if there is any levels that we had. Well, we had a weekly, monthly, almost hit the daily as well. Let's see if there's volume here. Not too much, but there is this area of volume where we rejected previously as well yesterday. Yeah, let's see the structure here as well. Not as good as ES and Dow. So for me, ES and Dow would be the ones that I would be playing. But as long as this high holds, there's still a possibility that this is the start of something. and we just had a ABC here, and we just continued down. That is still a possibility. Keep that in mind. Tesla is moving up really nicely, 5.8%. This is what we had. So targeting, let's see, where do we have the targets here? The 1-to-1 extension, 253.9, and this should extend a bit higher because 1.236 to 1.382, somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there, 257, and then we could be getting some kind of rejection on higher picture or higher time frame. 3 up in here, 3 down, and then 3 again was the idea here that we were looking for on Tesla, and so far it's been playing out. And again, that was based on the fact that we had an ABC going up, and the bullish idea, if we are to climb higher, would be that. Meta going up. Yep, all-time highs again. Everything is performing. Baba actually gapped up. Let's see, 2.5%. I don't particularly like the gap ups, to be honest. Netflix again, I think this is pretty much all-time highs. Yeah, all-time highs. I was already pretty sure this whole thing would be finished, but I mean, we could have some kind of diagonal here somewhere, maybe even here, and then this would be, yeah, it's not really a pretty structure here, this one on Netflix. What did we have here? We had the idea of having that diagonal here. That didn't work. I'm not sure why we have this still open here, or this in there. ABC coming down 6%. All crypto has been really bullish now. I'm really pumping. Like some of the shitcoins are pumping again 20% a day, which is again, trying to catch the specific ones is hard, but you know, it's always a chance. But I'm feeling that if we are to pivot downwards again, still we'll be getting that soon. Invalidation for that idea is completely easy at here. This has 213 for Coinbase. Apple. Oh, lucky we didn't short this, I don't think, did we? Or am I out of this? I would need to check out the account, or was this last week? I remember one of these was something that we talked last week. Maybe it was Apple actually. But yeah, definitely not in that trade. I think one of these we got into a TP1 that and we moved the stop. It might be Apple. I would have to check that out. Amazon. Created these 3s and 4s here. Getting closer to that 3, 4, and 5 then for sure. 1.61 it's already hit, and then potential 3 wave and 4, 5. It's possible that this whole thing is done, like so. We hit the 0.61 as well for the minimum extension. No good thing to see, but again, that is possible. That's the most bearish scenario, that this is an ABC we hit something, and now we are coming back down, continuing this structure from the all-time highs. But again, as for example, ES is at all-time highs, it's like giving less probability that some stocks are actually done. So don't really like that. But again, that's a catalog of 500 companies. So differences are going to be happening at some points. In phase, this kind of looks like it really needs this, and then we come down. So that would be 5. I'm not quite sure how else. That is low, so I think this is a structure here. So that is not a start of something, because we have taken out the low here. This could be 5. It's kind of ugly, something like that. I don't know, this looks like 5 old ones as well. Yeah, I don't think there is anything to analyze there. So far this looks like an ABC up. Didn't hit the 1-to-1 though. NVIDIA never came back down. Wave 2 is now potentially already done. Here we had a nice 3-way structure, and now it could be just pumping up again. I'm not sure why I didn't get that alert of time for NVIDIA, because this kind of looks decent as a structure, this one here. We're right around that 1-to-1 extension, yeah. Man, oh well. Getting closer on this daily, weekly, POC and monthly. So all of that is in the same area. I would be kind of surprised that if we don't reject here down a bit. So an alert here somewhere. Could be looking for a potential long here. There's a volume cluster here. Let's see if there's anything here. Yeah, I'm in this area here. 618 maybe. Yeah, 618. I'll add a couple of alerts here. Potential long and stop loss somewhere down here, 786 or something. Because that's where volume drops off and there's not really support here. SMH was requested previously. We had this idea. At the moment I would not really like this too much. There is a monthly open though, so it's possible, and resistance on the so it is valid to trade as well. I've got to take a look at that later. Long is still valid because of the 5 wave. If we come down again, so it might not give us that setup. Looks strong. And here as well, getting these divergences on pretty much everything. So unless it really pumps hard, I'd be expecting a downfall soon, a correction of this previous move, and then we'd be looking to continue up higher. Litecoin. Nope. Really interesting. I mean, loads of these structures seem like there could be a diagonal here. Then we'd have a structure going up or just starting out. Like here, this is the exact same thing, dot. This can be a diagonal structure and then up, right? Also loads of these WXY structures, like in Bitcoin here, WXY, and then we have correction, and then we have moved to the upside. The 1-to-1 is all the way up in here. This is still relevant as the low here. Let's correct your low. Same on ETH. Not as bullish looking though. Some, like AVAX, still has the opportunity for a short soon. Long opportunity potentially as well down here. Yeah, see that daily maybe get a rejection. Quite a few of our orders going on at the moment. Got a rejection from a daily. Create a new daily here. Kind of looks decent. Got quite a few of these areas, like on multiple coins, where we have like a POC all the way up in here and some kind of a daily or weekly open. I think those are going to be really relevant. And what happened to my link long? Don't seem like it is open anymore. Is it not? Nope. I don't know why. Oh well. I probably had like a too tight of a stop somewhere. There's no real retracements here. Maybe it was here. I don't know. It never came back to the entry. Kind of confused. I need to look at that as well. It's all coming up into a resistance. This is going to be taking a lot if we want to push through. Atom has a nice area here for a rejection. It's got like a couple of these areas as well. That's got difficulties. But after this, like there's nothing basically anymore. So if we take out this, then we could just rock out. ABC. This could be like rejecting soon-ish. And maybe into this C. Move that a bit. Yeah. This might not have enough juice to go up in here. that area was acting really nicely last time, but I guess it just went through it now. Larger time frame POC with a monthly open. The one here, yeah, makes sense. That's all we had here. Let's take a look at the total tree. How is that pivoting already? It is. So on higher time frame we had this thing. The only thing that's concerning is that we came up in 3. So anyway wise, the only way we could be looking for is a diagonal in here. If I pull back and then we can continue this higher. So everything coming down. I mean, could we have this as a diagonal to the downside? I mean, I guess that fits. Does it fit like? See if it fits here. I mean, that is 1 to 1 here. And that is 1 to 1. So it should be expanding diagonal, but it's actually a contracting, or it looks like contracting here when we are drawing it. If we do this, it should be, yeah. That's funny. But yeah, I still like the idea that this is more of the 5th wave coming up still, and then we can unload more of the bags, get rid of some coins. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything I had today. Quite a fast stream, but that's sometimes gotta do that. It's better than nothing, I guess. Got some setups on ES and how that's looking. If you're interested in that, that's the start of the stream. But yeah, if you're interested in learning more, check out the course on Udemy. And that's all. If you again enjoyed it, hit the like and see you again next week. Bye bye.